Welcome to my channel. My name's Jordy if you don't know me, and today I did this look using the Norvina palette. Just for your information, there is a sale on the Furless website right now. You can get free shipping if you spend $80 with the code 80SHIP. Links are down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and keep watching if you want to see how to make this little purple look. Oh, my knee. My face is clean, my hands are clean, let's begin. First I need to prep my skin using the Maybelline Meg Lume Elixir Serum, and the Ula Henrikson Brightening Cream, Truth C-Rush Brightening Gel Cream. It's a long name. I've also got some darkness happening under my eyes, so I am going to use the Ula Henrikson Banana Bright Eye Cream also as well, and I'm also going to put on some This Is Everything Lip Loving Balm from NYX, because my lips are kind of dry. I have one of these lip balms everywhere. There's one in my room, there's one in my car, there's one on my desk. I lose them quite often, but I do try and keep them everywhere. This is my fave. For primer, I'm going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. I've had a few people in the comment section giving me shit about how Smashbox is not cruelty-free, but in June 2017, they did completely pull out of selling on mainland China, and they no longer sell where it is required by law to test on animals, so they are cruelty-free. For foundation, I'm going to use the ColourPop No Filter Foundation. This one's a little bit too dark, this one's a little bit too light, so I have to mix them. I've got medium 80 and fair 20. I think that together they will be a good mix, I hope. I'm going to mix some right on top of my Furless Rose Gold It's Likely Makeup brush. This is the Pro 4F. It's gonna be really sad because this is freshly washed, freshly clean, flawless, beautiful. Kinda don't wanna use it, but at the same time I really wanna use it because I really like it. I did 2 pumps of the darker one, do 3 pumps of the lighter one. I think I could have put a little bit more of the darker foundation in, but it's all right. It'll work just fine. With highlighting and contouring, if your foundation is a little bit too dark, you can fix it with a brighter highlight. If it's looking a little too pale, you can just go in and bronze yourself up. You can always fix it. To conceal, I'm gonna use the Milk Makeup Flex Concealer. This is in the shade Porcelain, and it's really gonna give us a really bright under eye highlight. Really bright. And I'm going to use a sponge to blend this out. Also going to bring that across my lid. And anything that's left on my sponge, I'll take it down to under where I'll contour for a little highlight. Center of the forehead. Next, I'm going to use the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer in Blaze to contour my jawline, my cheekbones. I'll also contour my forehead and my nose, but we'll get there. I'm just blending it out with my foundation brush. I find it's the easiest way to get the product to blend into your foundation. For my dry forehead, I like to just take it kind of on the brush and dab it on because I have a hard time blending anything on my forehead. She's a dry one. You can also use that technique for the rest of your face if you have a hard time blending. And then with the Pro 4E, same thing again. I'm gonna pick up a little bit on here and contour down the sides of my nose, like so. And then around the bottom. And then kind of across here for a little button nose. This technique won't work for every nose shape. You kind of have to experiment a little bit with your nose contour to see what's the most flattering. But this is how I like to do it. Making sure to keep this very blended. One last thing before I set it with powder, I really like to take my concealer and highlight my nose after it's contoured. I find that if I highlight it before I contour, I kind of just lose it when I'm blending out the dark product. I like to just dab it out with my finger. Now I'm gonna set my face with the Milk Blur setting powder because it's amazing. I've had a few comments of people saying they cut this mesh out so they can get more powder. I think that is a good idea. I just cannot bring myself to do anything to this packaging. I can't do it. I think you can get enough with the mesh in there. Make sure to blend out any creasing before you set with powder. And then I'm just using my sponge to first press it under my eyes, since it's the area that I get the most creasing. And then on my smile lines and the folds of my nose. And then I go in and use it to kind of sharpen up that contour. And then I set my whole face. I just like to get those areas set first because they're problematic. Also setting my eyelids with that powder. And then we've got a nice base for our eyeshadow. Then with the Pro 3F, this big, soft, fluffy brush, I just like to move the powder around, take off any excess powder that we were baking with, and just really make sure every part of my face is set, including the contoured areas. I just got this powder contour product from ColourPop. It's a pressed powder called Private Party. I thought it looked like a really nice contour shade. Just gonna dust some over top of this contour. Oh yeah, that's nice. I find that going over a cream contour product with a powder just makes sure you're contoured all day. I just got a brow, oh there it is. Never mind, I was about to rant about not being able to find something, but I found it. Since I'm gonna be wearing a really light colored wig, I'm gonna do a really dark brow, you know. I'm gonna use the Pro 7M and the Ash Brown Dip Brow from Anastasia. I'm just going in and drawing a series of stripes, keeping it light towards the front of the brow. And then I'm kind of grabbing product from the stripes and using it to draw more stripes. So I guess you could call that blending. I haven't picked up any more product. I'm gonna brush this through, which is also going to give it a blend. Picking up a tiny bit more product and darken the tail and pull that through again. I'm looking at a pretty small mirror. So now I'll look ahead in my mirror that's farther away and just kind of check the shape. I'm happy with this. I'm not gonna do any cleanup. I want it to look a bit more unruly. So now I'm gonna go in with the Milk Kush Fibre Gel in the shade Dutch and pull all the hair in the direction that we drew those stripes, kind of up and over. Nice big bold brow today. For the eyes, I'm finally gonna play with the Norvina palette. I haven't even really looked at it yet. What shall I do? I'm gonna go first into Volatile, which is way darker than I thought it was gonna be. I'm just gonna kind of map out a catty eyeshadow shade, just in the crease. This little flick here. Picking up a little bit more product. Just gonna deepen that crease there. And then blending that out a little bit. Next, I'm going to go into Seoul, which is stunning. Oh, I love that. And putting that all over the lid. I'm gonna grab this little brush again. Make sure those two are blended together. And then with that Volatile shade, I'm gonna add that to the outer corner. I'm gonna connect it to this shape. Next, I'm going to grab this beautiful shimmer Celestial, and press that on top of Seoul. Now I'm gonna go in and put on a wing with my Fenty Flyliner, following the shape of the eyeshadow, really upturned flick. This liner is all dry. I'm gonna pop back into the palette and I'm gonna grab the shade Passion on a little pencil brush. And I'm gonna press this on top of the wing and blend it out into that color. And then with this little brush, just gonna make sure it's all blended. For the lower lash line, I'm going to go back into Seoul, and on that same pencil brush, I'm just gonna add a little bit to the under eye, not a ton, and blend that out a little bit. Now I'm going to apply Dreamer to the inner corner for a highlight. Now I'm going to apply some of my Milk Makeup Kush mascara to the top and bottom lashes. I'm gonna do both my top lashes with one dip, I guess you could say. And then I'm not gonna dip it again, and I'm gonna do my bottom lashes. I don't want too much on my bottom lashes because it gets messy because they're really long and they touch my cheeks. It's a blessing and a curse. Before I add lashes, I'm gonna finish my face. First, I'm going to add some glow out of the Anastasia Sun Dip palette. I like to just grab a little bit of Moonstone and, what are you, Summer. It's such a pretty highlight. For blush, I'm gonna go into my Ofra Pro wrong palette. Here it is. The Ofra Pro Blush Palette, and I'm gonna use this one here. To keep this eye look in a cat eye shape, I am going to choose a lash that tapers like a cat eye. This is Power Pair from Boldface Makeup. They're amazing. I'm using the Red Cherry Lash Glue. It's got a little brush. It's cruelty-free, and it works really well. I'm gonna pair this purple eye look with a red lip because why not? This is the Fenty Beautied Uncensored Lip Paint. It has the best applicator. Luke's home. Now I'm going to use Freck, the best freckle product ever, to add my freckles, just by adding little dots and then dabbing them out with my finger. Now that I have the lipstick on, I feel like I need more blush. You might not agree, that's okay. Now I'm going to put on my hair and I'll be right back. This wig is from Annabelle's Wigs. I just loved the other colors of it that I had. I'm not sure what it's called, but I'll leave a link down below. And this is the look. I feel kind of Christmassy. Let me know what you guys think of this look in the comments. Also, if you want me to do more looks with the Norvina palette, tell me that too. I had fun hanging out with you guys, and I hope I see you in the next video.